whatever you want to use social media for, it is what you get from it. Those of us that we have the understanding of the positive use of social media, the first thing we should do is not to allow the knowledge to just end with us. Let us retrain others.
Don't be agent of destruction. Fake news, what you didn't see, you say you saw, and so something that happened 5 years ago, you bring it, just happened. No. That's what we see in social media.
When it comes to entertainment in the world, Nigeria comes first, and that's for a fact. Change begins with me. Government wants a change. Parents also want a change. Youth, young people, we also want change. The society together, we want change. So basically, social media helps to amplify voices and in advocacy. There is this guy on social media that usually says something. What does the law say? I know some of us, we know him very well. What does the law say? So that before you go out there and say, okay, I'm your comrade, you have seen this thing, our counselor is so bad, and you just push it out, they will just sue you. They will sue you because you don't even know if it is the local government chairman's responsibility to do that. You need to get knowledge. It is good to criticize, but criticize constructively. So now for the roles of youth, we have a whole lot. But the first one is get knowledge. Know what you want to agitate for. Know what you want to advocate for. So, and for society, I think every parastatal I've mentioned, they all make up the society.
Exactly.
So what I would just say about society is to work in synergy. Government should work with the people, parents should work with the government, youth should also work with their parents. And if we work together, we had a period in our community when the House of Representative member, Honorable Olabinjo, he wanted to have a program, and he said something. He called every stakeholder, both the Christian Association, Muslim Association, youth, and all of. So whatever he wants to do, he pushes it out to the people. Okay, this is what I want to do. So that is the synergy. And they will tell me, this thing you want to do, why not do it like this? Why not do it like this? Another one recently.
So they start bringing their opinions.
So that it is not just a solo thing. It's not something you just go and do and they will say, he doesn't know how to. So it is just like we are doing this together. So you have to understand that. Even if it fails, we fail together. And if we succeed together. So even Lagos State government also does it. Before they do programs, there is this youth policy handout that has been released on a book on youth policy by the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, led by the Commissioner for Youth, Honorable Mbalaji. So before that youth policy was coined out, different youth stakeholders, both uniform organization, both community youth, the National Youth Councils, CSOs, and different parastatals came together, sat for days, months to review and review. So this is the synergy we are talking about. So this is the role of the society. Parents, youth, and government should come together and form a progressive and healthy society.
Wow. Thank you so much for the answers given to these last questions. Every one of us must be involved. You see, it's only very easy for me to say, government are bad. Government, what about you? Your own little way of doing, are you doing the right thing? So it's not just to say, government are bad. No. Start from yourself first. Are you a law-abiding citizen? Are you a patriotic citizen of Nigeria? So start from yourself, not just government alone. We know the government has a lot to do because they are the head. They are the one leading us. And so, but you do your own, in your own space. Occupy your own space. Let me use that word, occupy your own space and stand gidigba in your own space. And then things will work out for everyone. Like I mentioned in that stanza that I mentioned, that at least you should work together and think positively, and make different whenever we find ourselves, as youth particularly. Because you heard from your colleague, intentionally bringing him here, that you make almost 70% of the population in Nigeria. So youth, I give you kudos. And of course, you are doing very, very well. Some of you are really doing well. We're proud of you. And I'm also proud to be in Nigeria. We'll take a break now, then it will be time for question and answer. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
My name is Ogenesume, and my question is, can you give us a roadmap on how our youths can get into governance? Thank you.
My name is Grace Williams. My question is, how can we use social media as a tool to boost our careers and entertainment as young artists and entrepreneurs?
My name is Osarenke Osato, and my question is, how do you regulate social media against violation?
A lot of questions is already asked by the audience. So I guess, please, your answers to them.
So from the first question, we say roadmap on how youth can get active in governance. What are the platforms available? Yeah, while I was introducing myself, I mentioned that I am the public relations officer to the National Youth Council of Nigeria, the Lagos State chapter, and I explained what the National Youth Council is about, that we are the umbrella body for all youth and youth organization. So now, I say this, either it is politics, either it is governance, or anything you want to do, advocacy, it all starts from what? The grassroots. And you have to, grassroots is just your, from your family, from your community, from your society. So now, how do you get involved in platforms? I would say for free that the National Youth Council of Nigeria is a very, very good platform. We exist both at the local level, at the state level, and at the national level. So what you do is you, firstly, because I usually say this, that people don't exist. You don't exist in isolation. You just need people around you. So you don't exist in isolation.
That's what a social being. Yes.
Exactly. So for the Youth Council, we have two structures. We have the, particularly at the local level, we have the community youth and the uniform organization. So even if you don't belong to any uniform organization like Manowar, Red Cross, Girl Guides, and all of that, you can create a youth group. Because belonging to the National Youth Council, it is true youth organization, not as individual. So you can get along with a youth group that is very, very well known for progress in the community. Get a youth group, and then you feel like, okay, meet with the local government coordinator of the National Youth Council and say, okay, we want to register our organization. So many of the benefits of the National Youth Council is that we stand like the intercessor for youth. We air their views to the government and all of that. So, and whenever there are opportunities, like today, we are having a program on job reform, on job soft skills with GIZ. We are having a soft skill program with GIZ where they train people, they reorientate them, and they teach them on how to get remote jobs, and also on how to do migration within Africa, and a whole lot. So all these things we throw out our structures. Thanks to the chairman, engineer Adigun Ibrahim. So what we do is that whenever we get opportunities from government, from agencies, from private organizations, any person, that we throw it out to those structures, not the individuals. That's why we deal with our organizations. So Youth Council is a very, very good platform. And also another thing you can do is, also you can go to your local government. Every person here, we represent a local government.
Exactly.
Go to your local government council, meet with the Department of Agric.
Be known there first, begin there.
There's a department called Department of Agric. What the Department of Agric does is that they supervise on everything that has to do with youth affairs. So you can also register yourself there and say, okay, this is who I am, and I would love to also be a part. So they can recommend you to the National Youth Council, because the National Youth Council is also with the Department of Agric. So another thing is, you yourself start something. Your community is dirty. We have communities that need to be fixed, and all that. Not everything will government do. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not come from Abuja to come and fix the gutter, to come and clean my own gutter. So what I need to do is to get myself and maybe my neighbors clean that place. One day somebody will recommend you. I also got into several positions by the virtue of recommendation. And something about governance or leadership position is, whenever they are deciding your fate, most of the time you are not even there.
Of course.
So when I was recommended, I was not there. So there is someone somewhere that is watching you. So just keep doing what you are doing, and also storytelling. Push out your stories. There is somebody online on TikTok. I've messaged the person when I saw the person is actually doing advocacy of cleaning the community. I think 90 days for 90 days. So the person started. I didn't see it until maybe day 40 something. So just storytelling, tell people what you are doing. So these are the things that will push you to. So somebody somewhere will just call you and say, okay, I want you to be a part of my program. We are doing this, we are doing that, and you get recommendation. So you can also join different youth groups too, maybe from the CDA, that's a Community Development Association. So there are so many platforms, but you cannot do anything, or let me say, you cannot really go far in isolation. So that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. So for the second
question.
Thank you. So for the second question, we say is how can we use social media to boost our entertainment career as young artists and entrepreneurs? So I remember very well during the last election when we were doing campaign and all of that. There was this young artist, just one of us. We were doing campaigns for people to actually get their PVC. So she actually sang, she had a song that relates with governance. And there she just said, okay, you know, we youths, we usually give ourselves vibes and all that. Okay, she said, okay, she wants to sing. So we just said, oh yeah, take the mic and all of that. So what happened was that she grabbed the mic, she gave the DJ a song, she played the music, and fine, everybody started vibing to it. The next program we had as a youth council there, they requested, the program was held in LTV, the Blue Roof. The government requested, the ministry that sponsored requested that she comes to sing that song. And there, I'm saying I can't really remember how much, but I can remember vividly that she went home with millions of naira. Cash. So that is even different. That is even different from other deals that she's going to get maybe after the program has been sent on social media and all of that. So just push out yourself. You can't do this in isolation. That's the truth. You can't do it in isolation. Okay. So another thing we did when we did on the 12th of April as Youth Council, we did a program called Youth Symposium, where we had different parastatals of people from House of Assembly, from the national, from local government chairmen, and all of that. They were there. Some of our youths, I can mention names, but I'm not doing any advertisement for anybody. So some of our youths, what they did was that, okay, for your program, do you need artists? Because we usually have interludes. We can't just keep talking. Of course. So what we had over 10 young people who, some did poetry, some did theatrical art, some did musical performance and all of that. So these are the things, volunteerism. Just volunteer. We didn't give them any money, but then they got engagement after that. Exactly. They got engagement. So those are the things that you can actually do. And also, that
exposure was actually more important.
Yes, we had over 5,000 people. We had over 5,000 people in that hall. We did it at Teslim Balogun Stadium, Surulere. We had over 5,000 people. So just imagine you selling out your content to over 5,000 people, and we have TV stations flying it. So it is just volunteer, join youth groups, progressive ones. So, and also another thing, particularly when you want to talk about music now, I think the person who has a question actually directed it to music. One thing I want to say is, whenever you want to push something, push good content. Yes, it is easy to actually go to the top. It is easy. This life is just like, let me say, success is like a triangle. Yeah. So when you climb, you can get there, but maintaining that top is very, very difficult, because you can get known in Nigeria today. Just do something funny again, you can get publicity. But there are so many people. Whenever I talk with my friend, there are so many people that if I mention them, that we all know them, but they are not relevant anymore today. So just push good content. We have musical artists that they are no more today, but we still mention them. Why? Because of the kind of song they sing. I want to say our legend Fela sings about advocacy. So when you think about now these songs of 20 years, 30 years ago, we still use them today.
Yes, because so songs are evergreen. Good songs are evergreen.
So push good content, push evergreen songs, songs that can be used. So don't just push my baby, fine, they can be used at some period too, but then it might not last.
Shake your nyash. That's not what we want about.
So just push good content. One day your community will find you. And I say community, the people that need you, they will find you. Push out good content.
So welcome back. Still discussing social media advocacy for youth reforms.
On the last question, how do we regulate social media against violation? Okay, well, as I said, everybody, we all have one community. I'm meeting so many people for the first time today, but we have actually met on a community which is social media.
That's true.
That's the truth. So we've read, at a point we have read the same content. We might not know. It might be maybe one influencer that posted something. Maybe the time I read it, you are also reading it. So we met at a point. But then, one thing I just want to say is that platform is very, very big, which is social media. But whatever you push out there can be used for or
Against you. Exactly.
So, and that was why I said earlier on that when you want to criticize constructively and objectively.
Yeah.
And I also mentioned that a term I usually say during NSAS protests, don't be a comrade without knowledge. Know what you want to advocate for. Sometimes people will push you, particularly when you start advocacy. You will see a lot of people in your DMs. Our road is bad. Go and tell the chairman to do this. Go and tell the chairman to do that. The first thing you should know is that
Verify
who should
first.
be responsible for that road. There are some things that the chairman has even allocated to private organizations to do. They've given them money, but it's those organizations that are found wanting. So know first before you say the local government chairman for so local government is a bad person. They will just tell you, okay, come, we want to have engagement with you. You too, you will come, you have the privilege. I'm meeting the local government chairman. This thing has been allocated for so. You now see you are found guilty, and if they arrest you, that's it.
You have yourself to blame.
You have yourself to blame. There's a term on the street we usually call OT law. They will just you will go home. You will leave home. They will now go and bail you out somewhere else. So criticize constructively.
Yeah.
So, and I mentioned a guy that usually says something to what does the law say? It tells you so many. So let us also follow influencers that open your wisdom and knowledge before you push things out. Another thing is under get knowledge is you can read the Constitution. The Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria is available. Go and read the Constitution. Know your rights. I usually say this, that fine, apart from the fact that, okay, sometimes, or let me say most times I dress in a corporate wear. Sometimes also I can decide to wear designers, wear baggy jeans and all of that. But I have confidence. I have confidence. I am not afraid that maybe police they are going to arrest me because number one, I don't have anything that I'm hiding.
Yes.
So even if I will tell them, there was a day when I was close to my street, I was on a baggy jean, I was in a cap, and I was coming from a studio actually. So then one policeman now stopped me. He said, "That guy in the middle, oh yeah, come down." And that was my bus stop actually. So so they were like, okay. I usually carry cross bag. So and they felt like, oh yeah, open your bag. The first thing I did, I dropped my phone in my cross bag because I don't want anybody to snatch anything from me. So I dropped my phone in my cross bag. Say, open your bag. I did everything for free and my medication. So they were like, what's this? So the thing that gave me confidence is that I know my rights. I know that everything with me, they are not exhibits.
Exactly.
So you need to read Constitution, know more about what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So there are some times that you might think, okay, the president, he has given this policy, it's very, very harsh. Just sit down and say, okay, why did this happen? Go online, search for it. Somebody would have spoken about it. I'm a kind of person, as the public relations officer, I don't just put out any content for my organization. I don't just say, okay, press release, so something is happening. I go on like 3, 4, 5 platforms to go and check. Is this thing true?
Yes.
I even make calls that this thing they said it happened in your local government. Is it true? People might tell you that you are slow. Yes, you will hear so many things. People will tell you that you are slow, you are this, you are that. It is better to be slow and be safe than to be fast and be unsafe.
Let yourself in trouble. Let yourself in trouble.
In kiri.
Yeah.
All those people, they will just say, justice.
They'll enter house.
Hashtag they will use to support you. It's hashtag they will use to support you.
All right.
Thank you. So, but one thing you need to do is just that ensure that you are safe. You can be slow. Take your time. Take your time to do things, and you know that whenever you now do it, there are media platforms that whenever I go there, I know that okay, this is quality content.
Yes, exactly.
So let people know you that okay, whenever I'm getting something from this person, or when the government, sometimes we have people on social media. We have people on social media that whenever they say something about government, we all know people that I'm talking about. Whenever they say something about government, I know that government representatives will also go and watch this guy that I hope I've not done anything wrong. It's because they don't just push out anything. They make research before they can actually say this is wrong. So whenever your contents are right, people will always want to source out for you that okay, let me get this. If I can get okay, so person has said this, I can believe it. So and apart from that, one thing we need to do is just to also try to retrain others. Now that we have gained the knowledge, also make other people safe. Because if my neighbor is not safe, I am not safe too. So as you have gotten the knowledge to get knowledge, also give the knowledge to another person to get knowledge.
Yes.
So don't hold the knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have spoken well. So what's your final words now?
Thank you very much to everyone watching me. I would like to say Be the change that you want to see, because change begins with you.
And I also want to end by saying, work at being different. You just mentioned, and that's of course our teaser. You must be different wherever you are and cause a good change, positive change that people will remember you for. Because this world, there's a purpose God brought us in this world. So try and achieve your purpose and then affect people or impact in people positively. And then God will continue to bless you. And then at any time, you'll be remembered for that little you think you have done in your environment. So begin from there. That's also why our slogan here says, say and do it. So we don't learn here alone and hold it. No. Go out, practice what you learn here, and let others also know about it. And that is what our intention is. And we believe that by the special grace of God, we're achieving it one after the other. All right, having said this, I want to thank the production crew and of course, the executive producer, audience seated here, and viewers too. Thank you for joining us. Our guests, we appreciate all your contributions. And after said this, I also want to thank our sponsors, because they are the reason why we are still on air. If they didn't sponsor us, we will not be here. This program has been on air for the past 11 years, consecutively, non-stop, because of these our sponsors. So we'll continue to thank you. And also to say, Oliver needs some more, So continue to sponsor. Having said this, I want to invite artist Sparkle Man to end up this program. Please join us next week for another sweet edition. I am Ahilis, your host, the praying mother of the nation. Goodbye. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Vivid View with Ahilis. Whatever I think, I could do it.
You are watching Vivid View Talk Show.
What am I chat about? The money try to roll like down. Me not care. What am I chat about? The money try to man live your chest. I have no shit. Man I can't come. The money tell the mom me got strong. They want see me go wrong. The Almighty give I the strength. They keep on vibing, working, spending. When they see we balling, all of them keep on frowning. Put your blessing, no more tasting.
You are watching Vivid View Talk Show.
When I chat about the mommy smile will have them be frown. Me not care what they take your code. When more them chat it, you have to place eye. Me look up the sky, see the sky bright and shining lighter. Tell Batman how they can ever try.
You are watching Vivid View Talk Show.
No say, mommy left you go on party. Carry boy and get them, let them coffee flexing with I man. God bless.